I made it to the Illinois State Capitol. Here I am in Springfield, Illinois, and I'm ready to bring you the Illinois State Capitol. Unfortunately, just like a lot of the state capitals that I've gone to, there's currently some construction or renovation going on, but that's okay because just like all my other videos, I'm going to start outside the Illinois State Capitol and walk around the Capitol grounds to show you what they have. And right now, my preliminary view is that they have a couple of statues. But once I'm done walking around, I'm going to make my way inside the Capitol to show you what they have inside the Illinois State Capitol. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now, I've been to almost every capital city in the United States, and so far, pretty much all of them have a street named Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. But this is the first capital that I actually gone to where I've seen a statue of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
The Illinois State Capitol is located in Springfield, Illinois, home to around 115,000 people. The Capitol houses the legislative and executive branches of the government of the U.S. state of Illinois. The legislative branch includes both the Illinois House of Representatives and the Illinois Senate. With a total height of 361 feet or 405 feet including its flagpole, the Illinois Capitol is the tallest non-skyscraper capitol structure in the United States, even exceeding the height of the United States Capitol with its dome in Washington, D.C. So, this makes the Illinois State Capitol the third tallest state capitol in the United States, third only to both Louisiana State Capitol and the Nebraska State Capitol, whose building structures are both in the shape of a modern skyscraper.
Many of the capitals that I've been to, well, maybe not many of them, a few of the capitals, mainly Nebraska, if I remember correctly, have a statue of Abraham Lincoln in front of the Capitol. But to me, it seems like there's always an older model of Abraham Lincoln. But anyway, there's Abraham Lincoln in front of the Illinois State Capitol. Check it out. If you've been following the Capitol series, you know that the Liberty Bell is presented in most, if not all the capitals, or at least around the Capitol. And here's the Capitol Bell outside in front on the state grounds. So that wraps up the walk around the Capitol grounds. So let's go ahead and go inside the Capitol building and see what we'll find inside the Capitol building. I believe there's a tour that goes on, so I'll talk to them and see if I have to be a part of the tour to get in areas that are usually inaccessible to the public. So let's go check it out. Alright, so like I said in a couple of my other videos, one of the things that I like to do now when I first get into the building is ask the tour desk if there's any places that the tours can go that the public can't go if I decided to do a self-guided tour. And of course, here they said that the only thing that's open for the general public on the weekends at least is the first floor. And so because I want to see more than the first floor, I'm going to join the tour and get many of the views of the inside of hopefully the chambers and other areas.
Illinois has had 6 Capitol buildings, including 2 that were in Springfield. The current cost of the current Capitol was just over $4 million when it was constructed. The design is in the shape of a Greek cross.
The tour hasn't even started yet, and I'm so impressed. It seems like every crevice of this building is either painted or includes some type of statue. So be on the lookout as I tour through the building at all the paintings that I'm going to present to you.
In the Illinois State Capitol, there are 110 steps from the first floor to the 4th floor gallery. As a fun fact, President Barack Obama served as a state senator in the state capitol from 1997 to 2004. Interestingly, I didn't see any pictures of him, but maybe he has a picture in the Senate gallery, which I didn't get a chance to go see. The old Supreme Court room is currently used as a Senate committee room. The Illinois Supreme Court moved across the street in 1908.
Alright, I finished my tour of the Illinois State Capitol, and unfortunately there was a lot of construction going on, not inside the building, but of course in general and around us. So that pretty much shut down the south side of the building, and as you can see behind me, there's the construction going on, and there's a tunnel that I couldn't get access to that goes to probably other places in this area with all the other government buildings. But that's okay, I still got a chance to go inside the Capitol, and I got my selfie under the Rotunda. And the tour, it wasn't very exciting, but it did get me into places that I wouldn't have otherwise seen. But that's the thing about weekend tours, number one, and tours when there's construction going on. But it doesn't mean that I can't appreciate the fact that I was just in a historical building and I knocked out another state capitol. But with that said, even though the tour was pretty short and not as eventful as I wanted it to be, I hope you enjoyed the look inside the Illinois State Capitol from my view. And if you did, give the video a like and subscribe if you want to see more of the videos that I have to share. Until the next video, as always, be safe and go travel. You have everywhere to go see. Peace.